Everybody. This is Drive Facebook Live. Glad to see you all. My name is Tony Whistler. I have my fabulous co-host, Carla Weiss, with me today.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, and we have a great guest. We have Jimmy Sexton of Jimmy's Automotive Center. He is a wonderful client of Drive's and he has a wonderful shop, and we're going to have a wonderful time speaking with him for the next 30 minutes. Hey, Jimmy.
Yes. Hello, everybody.
Hey.
How you doing?
So why don't you let everybody know a little bit about you, about your relationship with the shop now, where it's at, how big it is, all that kind of stuff.
Well, we're in Asheville, North Carolina. I've been in business 38 years, 39 years. Um, we're in stage four,
Hmm.
and I'm here a lot of the time just because I want to be.
I love it.
And my daughter is taking over, are going to be buying the business. And we're about 4 years into a 10-year plan with that. And we're doing really well. Things have been taken off. So
That's awesome. Uh, how
yeah,
uh, uh, how many texts do you have?
we have six techs.
That's very
Um,
cool.
we stay 5 to 6 most of the time.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Now, you guys are in North Carolina, so you had to weather the hurricane in North Carolina, which was national news.
absolutely.
Yeah. So tell us how that experience went and how things are looking on the other side of that now.
So it started off, it was on a Thursday night, and my whole team was scheduled to go to training in Raleigh on Friday. Well, no, I'm sorry, Thursday night. It was raining real heavy. Didn't think a whole lot about it. So Friday morning we get up and they're talking about how Asheville is getting hit really bad. We didn't really, we didn't think it was bad. So we just kind of watched things, and come to find out, we started seeing our local parts store was the water was to the ceiling of the parts store.
Oh,
And when I seen
jeez.
that, I went, "Oh my God!"
Yeah.
And we started communicating because my all my people were there, and they were communicating with their spouses, and and then some of them couldn't get a hold of them. So um, it was devastating. So they said we could not get back to Asheville from Raleigh, but we did. We stopped. That was Friday night. We went and loaded up the truck with gasoline, propane, water. We had like 3 trucks there, so we loaded them up, and we decided we were coming back at 8 in the morning. We didn't want to try it at night, so 40, the main channel coming in 40 was closed down. 26 is another main channel that was closed down. So we finagled our way in that day. It took us, it's a typical 5 hour drive. It took us about 8 hours.
Mhm.
Because and then getting gas and stuff like that, it was tough. And like on the interstate, one of the eye openers to me was the interstate. There's a river that runs along the interstate. Well, the on the southbound side was covered with water. Luckily, we were on the northbound side.
Wow.
And then just seeing it, it was horrible. But my business, my properties did not get damaged. We had a couple of trees down around that we got up. We were actually closed for 1 week.
Mm.
Um, and we helped a lot of people at the local churches. And we have a house in Florida, or in Florida. We have a house in Tennessee, and it was nothing was going on there. So we would go there, get supplies, and bring them back. We would stay there overnight, come back, all for about 8 days, 7 or 8 days.
That's
So
crazy.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's wonderful, man. That's really great that you did that.
and it was something else. I hope I never see another one, but it was something to see our community just step up and help each other. I mean, tremendously.
That's great. Now, how
How
did it?
long were you guys closed?
How long were we closed?
How long was the shop closed?
A full week,
Oh, okay.
and um, I paid my guys because I felt like I needed to.
Mm,
So,
that's great.
and it paid big dividends, I can guarantee you.
Now,
So we have a whole bunch of people watching. Let me catch up because it's like
okay, cool.
running away. So Brittany and Adam from A&M, Lake Hill Senior, Kevin Reichel, Dave Jenner, John, Dennis Goodhue, Guillermo Hara. I hope I'm saying that right. And then we also have somebody else,
Shay,
Shay
Shay Hinkle
Hinkle.
from Shay's
Yeah.
in Albuquerque. That's Shay.
Hi,
Nice.
Hey,
everybody.
Shay.
No,
Yeah, very good. So,
All right, sorry, go ahead.
no, it's fine.
sorry.
So, now you said you were closed for a week. That means that you had everything was back up in just 1 week. You had electricity and you had everything that to function after 1 week.
Well, that was the kicker. I said if whenever the electricity comes back up, we can function from there because we can get water. We didn't have water for 12 weeks.
Wow.
So
12?
12
12
weeks.
weeks. Whoa.
So we had to improvise with water and make things happen. And we done it. And we were busy.
I can
And
imagine.
we got to help out some people that were helping in the community. There was this group called the Chainsaw Brothers, and they had a car breakdown, and the radio station got a hold of us, and we got that taken care of for them, and just done it because they were helping the community. So
That's awesome. That's really great. So now,
How did you survive 12 weeks without water? And the shop was open.
yeah, well, we used water from. I had a hot tub. We used water from that we flushed the toilets with, and people were bringing us water, and then we were buying water, and there was people bringing water from everywhere. I mean, it was so. One of the trips that we went to Tennessee to bring supplies back, we were on a 2-lane road, and coming toward us, it brought tears to my eyes because I counted 60 utility trucks coming past me, coming to this area from different states, and they were loaded down with poles and with water and just whatever. It was phenomenal.
that's
That's
amazing.
awesome.
Now that segues nicely into how you were back up and running. You made it go right to actually get everything you needed. Made sure your guys were paid for that week you were down, which is wonderful. All your community support. Now, on the other side of that, what kind of numbers did you run, and how are you going to wind up this year? Like, how does that look?
So, are you talking what did our numbers end up for in 24
Yeah,
when the hurricane?
yeah,
We were at close to 3.5 million,
very
and
good.
and we didn't miss a beat. Just kept on getting it.
That's awesome.
My guys ended up getting bonuses, and yeah, it was
That's
nice.
awesome. And so what are you going to do this year? You got about 2 more weeks.
Fingers crossed, 4 million.
Very nice.
That's awesome. That's very awesome.
Now, do you have a pretty good bonus structure in place for your guys when you're talking about these big numbers? You want to hit your 4 million mark for the year. If you hit it, what are you going to do for your guys?
So this year, the end of October, I set a goal for 3.4 million. If you guys can hit that, we will close down the week of Christmas paid. They hit that. They hit that with stars and I mean it was
Banners.
they hit it.
Fireworks.
So we're going to be closed this whole next week because that's what I promised them. Um, Yesterday they closed out the 4-day work week with 88,000,
Wow.
close to
Beautiful.
89. Yeah. Money motivates a lot of people, and I really don't have a formula with how I bonus them, but um, Can I use numbers?
Feel free.
Some of my veterans, $5,000 bonus for the year,
Very nice.
plus a
Nice.
week off.
Nice.
And I enjoy doing that because it just builds that much more trust and that much more loyalty to Jimmy's Automotive Center. So
That's beautiful.
yeah,
That's really great.
Yeah.
Now I
And you
noticed you
guys,
mentioned that you do 410s, right? You were going to talk about
yes.
that, weren't you, Carla? 410s.
go ahead.
I can feel it.
You read
Yeah.
my mind.
So
By the way, the Lawrence Moore is watching. Hi,
Nice.
Lawrence.
It wasn't necessarily my idea. Matter of fact, I was kind of against it. But my
For
daughter,
the 4-day week.
the
Yeah.
4 day, yeah, the 4 day, 10 hours a day. My daughter and my manager presented it to me, and I said, well, I said, it's only going to work one way, and that would be us be more efficient and everybody be accountable for themselves. And so I had a meeting. Well, we decided that we were going to try it for 90 days. So I had a meeting. I set everybody down. I said, listen, we're going to open up. Well, we had a survey on when they wanted to open up and when they wanted to close and how long they wanted for lunch. And so we presented that to them. They voted on starting at 7:30 and closing at 6 and having a half an hour for lunch. And I had it all wrote out what I wanted. We need to pre-order parts. We need to make sure that we hit the ground running at 7:30 in the morning. And, you know, they said, well, we'll work through lunch if we have to. And they eat a lot of times just working. And, and then they work right up until 6 o'clock. Now they kind of start backing off about 15 to 6. But I made them accountable for their day and their week, not me, not anybody up front. And we got to be accountable for us too. The service writers had to be accountable. They had to make sure the parts were there. They had to communicate better. So it was about communication and being more efficient.
And so you're well past the 90-day mark now, I assume.
We're well past the 90. We started February 1st, the worst month of our year. That month is typically 65, 70, when we hit $90,000 that month.
Oh, so
The
that was a
first
jump.
month that you worked for.
Yeah.
Yep. The first month, the next month, and it just kept staying at that level at that point because they didn't want to hit that 90-day mark and it go drop any. They wanted to make sure they were doing their part. So, and I would do my part.
That's amazing.
So
John Stark, sorry, go ahead.
John, hey John.
John Stark is watching. He says, Jimmy is the model shop owner we strive to mimic.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Shut up.
He's being sincere. Absolutely.
So from February until this date, we're up 28%.
28%.
Is that amazing?
That's great
totally
growth.
amazing.
And I really believe it's what they wanted it, first of all. And second of all, they set up how they wanted to do it. So therefore, they're doing it because they made a commitment to us that they could do it.
Beautiful.
And they're doing it.
That's awesome. So what did your coach think about that fundamental change? I think we can reach out to her really quick if we want.
Yeah, just call her up on the bat line.
I think it's great. I think that if it works and it's, I mean, what can you say? 28% increase. How can you?
How can you argue with that?
Like you can't even say. There are no words.
No. The old saying is, "Proof is in the pudding."
Yeah.
It's right. It's
Yeah.
right. It's like it's really awesome.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
really
I
great.
mean, it's a testament also to your leadership. your leadership, your procedures, your establishment of the business. Definitely.
And the key too is keeping your employees engaged in it. And I can't say it enough. And Carla knows this. I'm big on making people accountable. And if they've got chips in the game, then they're going to play the game, and they're going to play it the way they want it. And you see what's happened. The scary part is just making it continue.
Yeah. Well, it looks like that's occurring too, because if you really do hit
is.
that 4 million,
Yeah.
that'll be a great milestone.
Yeah.
That'll be
It
really
is.
good. Now, speaking of the money, as long as we're talking about money, I heard that you actually carry no debt. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct.
That is amazing. Can you talk a little bit about how you pulled that off? Because that seems so like not the American way.
How did I
That's too
just
funny.
I just didn't want that. When I first started in '87, my uncle loaned me $10,000, and I paid him back, and I've had debt. I mean, when I built the new shop, which I've been here 26 years, I just worked really hard, and every bit of money I got, I bought the equipment, I bought, paid over and above on the balance of the building. I never borrowed money from the bank. So the guy that owned the property, when we went to closing, I had a check for him for the down payment. He looked at me and he handed me the check back, and he said, "Get started on the building." That don't
Wow.
happen.
Wow.
And and he I mean, I've had a lot of help. A lot of people have believed in me, and I've made believers out of them. I don't like debt, because debt, it messes with your decisions of what you're going to do in your shop, who you're going to hire, who you're going to fire. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
And I hope when Jessica comes along and does it, I hope that she can do it the same way.
Yeah. I mean, it does allow a lot of financial freedom. You don't have, at least it's not like you don't have a sort of Damocles hanging over your head, like, and choices are, you can make a lot more choices. You're right, that are more free and more
Yeah.
for what you're doing. I think it's time for a commercial break, Carla.
It's a commercial break. All right.
Yeah.
So, well, I have to say that this is our last show of the year. Not our last show, but our last show of the year.
That's
So
true.
you're closing the shop, Jimmy, for the year. And we will be back on January 9th with Scott Restivo. He's a young shop owner, very dynamic, so you don't want to miss that one. And his coach Rux is going to be along with him, and that's going to be January 9th. Tony and Dan will be hosting that show.
Yep.
I'll be watching, but won't be hosting.
That's,
And it will be from 12:30 Pacific Standard to 1 p.m. Pacific Standard.
there you
So we'll
go.
see you on the 9th.
On the 9th, after
But
the
don't go
holidays.
just yet. Don't go just yet. We
That's
still
right.
have a
We
few
still
minutes
have a few more
left.
minutes left. Exactly. So you had a question for Jimmy. I was feeling it. You got something you wanted to ask him. I know.
Me?
No, Carla.
Oh
Carla was going
yeah,
to ask
I
you
was
something.
gonna ask, like, not having debt, how does debt make a difference during you know, during the hurricane, and how you reacted and being willing to pay to your employees? Do you think that was there a difference on that?
Well, not having debt means that you have cash in the bank, right? And when you have cash in the bank, you can make decisions to pay your employees to build your business even more. Because you can invest in your building, or you can invest in your employees. And when they know they're out of work because of an emergency for a week, and they got paid for it, what does that do for your employees?
It gives them a lot of security is the right
Absolutely.
word. A lot of security that they will
And
be
people,
taken care of no matter what. Yeah.
that's right. And people that have a lot of debt, I'm not opposed to debt if it's done right. Because I've had debt. Um, it,
It's a tool.
it is a tool. And if you use it as a tool, if you're not out buying fancy cars and all that stuff, if you're buying stuff that's going to make you money, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, just now borrowed money to put 9 new lifts in the shop because we've had a good year, and I didn't want to use my cash. So if we do hit a slow time, I've got that cash. I'm going to pay it off in April probably, or somewhere in there.
That's awesome.
It's always good to be cash ready.
Good.
Yep.
So the other question is then and now. How was it when you started with Drive back in 2000 and something? And now,
The early 2000s. So think
Well,
the
the
about
early
early
2000, I think we
2000s,
figured 2004, 6, something like that.
these guys have never owned a shop. They don't know how to run a shop, and they can't help me. I don't, you know, I remember the first one where there was a picture of a guy or a girl and the guy sitting on the beach with drinks.
Oh
And how
yeah.
would you like to be here? And I
Yeah.
said, yeah, I'd like to be there. I haven't got there yet, but I like being at the shop. But you know, it taught me how to be accountable. And I'm telling you, I use this word a lot, but it's so relevant. Business owners have to be accountable for you can't just let stuff go. You've got to set the policies, you've got to set the procedures, and you've got to follow them. And you've got to follow them, and your employees have to follow them. And that was the hardest thing for, I believe, that Carla just taking the time out to write those policies and procedures, and you don't feel like you have time. Honestly, now I don't feel like anybody has time not to, because did I say that right?
Yeah.
You
yes.
need to, because there's always something going to crop up that a policy and a procedure would have handled it. Always. I mean,
Yeah.
even to this day, when you have a problem, that policy and that procedure is, that you didn't write something on it. And I just dealt with it last week. And so it's just, you got to have that. And that allows you to walk away and have your freedom that you want. Because then your manager, if you have a manager or your service writer, whoever you put in control, can operate by those policies and procedures, not by what Jimmy says or such and such says. I'll wait
Yeah,
until they get back.
we used to call it the hey you management style. Hey
Yeah.
you, hey, go do this. Hey you, go do that.
Mhm.
Yeah, and we also say that when you have policy written, then all of your knowledge and your responsibility and and everything that you can control in the shop, all of that is contained in writing and they can find it. So then it's
Absolutely.
not always having to reach out to you because you have all this valuable information that is in your head and you have to
Right.
verbalize it every time. This way they can go find it, and that makes for an ability for you to really be in a true stage 4, because then they can go ask you by not asking you. They can go to the policy and the policy will answer,
Right.
right? You wrote
Right.
it and
Absolutely.
it's so that's amazing. Now, that brings me to one other thing. What do you like to do now that you're not in the shop so much? Because obviously you're the kind of an owner that likes to be in the shop. And while we always try to get our owners to not have to be there, we certainly respect any owner that loves their shop and wants to be in that environment and wants to be around their team. So we have a lot of guys who are in stage 4 and they're in the shop all the time because that's where they like to be.
Right.
So you tend to be there, I think, more than you probably have to. But what else are you doing? Because like I heard a rumor that you've got a lake house and you work on that. Is that true?
Absolutely. It's been a lifelong dream of ours, Susan and I, to have a lake house where we can share with our family and have fun and be on the boat, ski and all that stuff, just like Starkey, you know. But
A little different, but yeah, we get the
yeah, a little bit different.
idea.
He's a little warmer.
Well, well, he's
But
saltwater and you're freshwater.
oh, that's true.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, he's got sharks chasing him and I don't.
Exactly.
But August of 22, we bought a lake house and it's a log cabin in the mountains right on the lake and got a dock, boat, sea-doos, all that stuff. And I spend a lot of time there in the summer. But it was our dream. I remodeled the whole inside of it. Getting ready to do some on the outside, and we're getting ready to go there as soon as I get off this meeting. So let's hurry up.
Awesome. You got it. Well, we've only got about 5 more minutes. So now when you say you renovated,
Yeah.
we have to make a distinction there. Many people say, yeah, I renovated the house. That means they paid a bunch of contractors to come and renovate the house, which is fine if you've got the wherewithal for that. Or you go, nope, I did it all myself. What did you do? Did you pay to have it done, or were you the actual one swinging the hammer?
I was swinging the hammer, but I had somebody that was telling me how to swing that hammer.
I get it. I understand.
So I got a good friend that's a builder, very good builder, and I helped him the whole way because I wanted my hands on it. And we designed it, built it, and we contracted some people to do the drywall and the painting, but as far as like the basement, we framed all that out, designed it ourselves, everything. And then the ceilings were low. If you've ever been in a log cabin, the ceilings are low because they have logs on them. Well, I didn't like that. So we took the ceiling out in the whole kitchen, living room and raised it up and made like a cathedral ceiling and opened it up. And it looks so much nicer now.
That's
Just
awesome.
love it.
So, I'm free in August. So if you want to bring me on up,
Come on down. No, you would be coming over. Are you in Atlanta still, or?
I'm down in South Georgia. Yeah, I'm south of Atlanta. Yeah, right now. But I'm in about 2 days. I'm heading to Amarillo for Christmas.
Oh, cool.
So I'll be there for a couple of weeks. But yeah. I kind of bounce back and forth. Yeah.
That's great.
Good.
So one last thing, going back to the shop, you made it to Master of Shop Management.
Mhm.
And by the way, your speech is posted in the chat, in the Facebook live chat. How was that? How did that influence you or affect the shop or you?
So being a master, is that what you
Yeah,
said?
with the Master of Shop Management, when you get your Master of Shop
Oh,
Management.
it's huge because the work that you have to do to get to the master prepares you for being a master and being accountable for your business, making the policies, making the procedures, making your people accountable for what they do. And the funny thing is, I don't know how to make a ticket. I don't know how to answer the phone. I don't do any of that. I don't know how to make deposit. I was trying to write a check today and I had to write it out because I didn't know where the checkbook was or anything. And I'm at the shop. But what my problem was is I would, if I know how to make a ticket, I jump in there and I take over. And if you don't know, you can't do any of it. So I don't know.
Because you don't want to have to jump in. You want to make sure that they can
jump in, and I would because that's who I am.
Yep. Yep.
That's awesome.
Well, go on.
It set me up. It set me up to make my team accountable for what they do and how they do it, and then let them roll.
Yep, that's awesome. Well, I cannot imagine that we're already at the end of 30 minutes. This has gone very quickly. It's been such a pleasure, Jimmy, to have you. It was
a
wonderful.
Pleasure doing it.
Yeah, you were great. And I just want to say thanks again for being here. And I don't want to wait so long before we have the next one.
Because we still have questions. We still have lots to talk to you about.
Exactly. So we're going to have to get you back on the show sooner rather than later. And then, Carla, do you have any last thoughts before we say goodnight?
No, happy holidays to everybody, and we'll see you back on the 9th.
Yes.
Absolutely. Happy holidays
Yes.
to everybody. And any last words, Jimmy?
Merry Christmas to everybody.
Beautiful.
Have a happy new year and be prosperous
I
All
love that.
right.
and
I
make
love
your
it.
team accountable.
There you go. The last, the
Don't
final word.
forget.
That's
That's right. Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye bye.